Hey, I'm KIC and I like to do my farming at midnight. Not to be confused with I wear sunglasses at night. I do my farming at midnight, or close enough anyway. Almost midnight. 30 minutes to go. Yeah, I said I wouldn't take care of this on the last one, but here we are, starting off with a little bit of good farming action. Look at this. I mean, I don't know what to do with this stuff at this point other than to just keep throwing it in the box and I guess keep planting it, but it's kind of silly. I mean, what are we doing with all this stuff? Got a ton of food. I mean, yes, this makes better food, and this stuff is better for you in the long run. More effects, more boost, bonuses, buffs, etc. I ran out of B words, or I would have kept going with that. Nope. You're supposed to go right there. My bad. Always gotta strafe to get these out of the ground, otherwise I end up, well, doing stupid things like that. We're just gonna leave everything right there for right now. I really don't know what to do with all this stuff, so we'll throw it in a box, I guess. I don't know. Can we make anything useful out of it? I know we can make useful stuff, don't get me wrong, but just kind of looking at this like, I don't know. I suppose if nothing else, we could make a few more. Here, let's grab, let's see, let's do something like that. Why do I have an odd number too? That's kind of weird. Here, we'll do some recipes over here. We'll do some creams, and that way we can have a few more bandages. I mean, we do have some already, but that'll give us a few more to play with. I grabbed already, before I started, I grabbed the new armor that we're going to be throwing on, so we probably should start playing with that. We have some concrete mix to use. I have about 2,000 queued up in here. As you can see, that is already going. This one is working on some more cement, so maybe we'll start that up and add that to the pile. We need to get some more forged iron out of this one, if I remember correctly. We're going to need a bunch of this stuff, so let's do 100 of these guys. That's not going to be enough. This is cooking away on some more gunpowder, and I've already taken all of the brass casings out of there, which means we should probably work on making some ammunition. If I had to guess, I would say maybe I need to do that over here. Magnum rounds. If I wanted to do those, I need some bullet tips. And it doesn't look like I have to do that anywhere in particular, so do we have any bullet tips just lying around? Probably not. So that's where this guy comes into play, and we're going to do some bullet tips. So we're going to do, I don't know, 300 of these guys, since I did 300 of the casings, and technically we had a few more lying around, so we were pretty much good to go. Wanted to see about maybe doing some weird food stuff over here. We got fort bites. I don't really know what to do with them. Plus max health. Can you go over 200? I don't know. We have some meat stew, so it's kind of like, man, what's the point of doing anything with food and drink over here? And I guess we can make some more red tea. That's pretty good stuff. I do like that. That tends to work out pretty well for me, but honestly, I'm kind of feeling like, let's just play with armor. So let's take off the mill vest right here. We're going to take all of our mods off of that, so we will modify this to take off our bandolier and our advanced muffle connector. And before we put the new one on, do we have anything else we can add in here? We could add a cooling mesh. Might not be a bad idea to throw in there. We have a double storage pocket we can throw in there. I don't know that that's going to do anything. Should probably make another insulated liner schematic. Here, can we put this together? What do we need for this? We need some duct tape, which we don't have, and we need some polymers, which we don't have. So duct tape is easy enough. Let's just make 8 of those guys, and we can grab some scrap polymers here. And we'll grab 8 of them. We're not necessarily going to be making 8 of these things, but you know what I mean. We just grab a couple right now in case we decide we want to do anything else. Customized fittings schematic. High-tech modifications, blah, blah, blah. What does that one even do? I guess we'll take a look at that. Customized fittings. Greatly decreases movement and stamina penalties from armor. Well, heck. That sounds delightful. Let's grab some more polymers. That way we can make this. Holy crap, man. Yes. Let's make some customized fittings. And I think that might be what we can throw. Might be everything we can throw in. I'm going to grab the other plastic plating that we have kicking around just in case we can use that. I don't know that we can. I don't think we can. Triple storage pocket, I guess we can put that one in instead of the other one, instead of the double storage pocket. I think I grabbed one of those, did I not? I thought I did. Oh well, whatever. Double storage pockets, we got a bunch of those. Polymer, string, double storage pockets. Muffled connectors schematic. Should probably grab that one. We got 3 of these guys, so presumably we can make a bunch of these. I don't even know that we need a bunch of these. Oh! That's probably for steel then, isn't it? If it's using steel, that would be my guess. I didn't bother to read. Weapons and armor. Okay, so you're not really telling me what you're going to be for. And I am so out of inventory space. This is silliness right here. Here, let's put the mechanical parts away. We'll grab some steel. What do we need to make one of these? We need 4 mechanical parts. Of course we do. Why wouldn't we? This leads me to think that this is going to be specifically for heavy armor. This looks like this is going to go into anything, so that's cool. Let's go ahead and mock up this armor now. We should have somewhere in here a nice high-quality vest to modify. So we're going to throw the advanced muffled connectors in there. That should theoretically make it a little quieter. Insulation. We'll do the plastic plating. What did that do? Reload 30% faster. That's a yes, and then some. And we could do... Let's do that one. That way we get a little coolness out of this one. I'm fine with that. We're going to put this guy back on. And then this should be about done. I am really curious about this. Muffled connectors. I guess you are just the same thing that I put on before, right? That's what we just put on there. We put on... Or were those advanced muffled connectors? Now I'm... They're advanced muffled connectors. Okay, well, I don't think we have any more recipes for anything like that. So, no advanced muffled connectors, yeah? We have some dies we can throw on stuff, too. But at this point, I'd kind of rather just put, you know, high-quality stuff in there. So we got some boots and boots. That vest we can go ahead and scrap now. And where are we with the other stuff? Here, we can take off the leather gloves. We'll take those guys off and just modify these. We're going to take all these guys out of there. And then we are going to modify this one. 1, 2, 3, same thing. We'll put all those in there. And we can put in... Guess we can put in the muffled connectors, and we'll put in this triple storage pocket. So if we put this guy on now... I don't know, did the triple pocket even do anything? I might not have even done anything. Let me take a look at that. Modify you. If I take that out, that's not doing anything, so that can stay out. We'll put the customized fittings in there, and that's fine. And then we can go ahead and put that on. So where are those ones? What are we doing right here? Do you have anything on you? Do you have pockets anywhere? None of those guys have pockets. That's fine. So we'll take the boots off. The boots do have pockets on them already, which those ones did do something, so that's fine. Maybe you can only have so many pockets in play. I don't know. I'm not really that concerned about it because, well, we've got to throw this stuff back on anyway. So we'll put those back in place. Cannot add any additional pockets, which, I mean, that would be kind of silly. I guess what we should do is then make another one of these guys. What do we need for that? We need more mechanical parts. If only I had more mechanical parts, we can make more of these things. Let's put the 400 some odd mechanical parts away now. No longer needed. I don't think we need... Actually, you know what? Can I put one in there? I bet you I can. Let's grab those mechanical parts again. Mechanical parts, I still need you. We're going to put a muffled connector in the helmet, which doesn't make much sense. I recognize that. I'm not really concerned about it. We'll take some dies just to see if we can put a die in anything. I don't remember what we're going to have left over for pieces and stuff. So that one we're going to need a muffled connector in that. We can go ahead and scrap that boot right now. And this should be about done with one of those. Come on. Come on here. Let's put the triple storage pocket away. I guess I just need to spend the points on pack mule at this point. So muffled connectors, we're going to scrap that guy. Modify this. We'll put those connectors in. Complete. Put that back on. And we didn't get any of those back. Interesting. Should have, I thought. Maybe not. Well, here, we got some points to spend. 2 whole points to spend. Can we put one of them? No, we can't. We are not ready to pack mule it. Oh. Yes, we are. Okay, so we'll put the last one into pack mule just to deal with that. And, oh boy, what are we going to do here? I'm going to say we'll put the last one into salvage operations. Which, I don't know that we really need that one, but that's fine. How are we doing on mother load over here? Those are good, those are good. I would like to get some more points spent onto some of those other things. We'll take that. Thank you very much. And then, I don't even know that I can do this. This is dumb. But I'm going to try it anyway. Because if it'll let me do it, then it's not dumb at all. I mean, theoretically, that's fine. Things are a little less quiet. All right. Good deal. Let's repair that. And then we'll throw that back on. I think we're pretty much good with all this stuff. Oh, I just wore that automatically. Automagically. Here, let's take this one off and repair you. Since we have all the stuff out to repair all these things right now. Does that need to be repaired? Oh. Interesting. Well, whatever. We'll just throw that on. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I don't want to do that. Nope. I don't have the color I'm looking for. Never mind. It's fine. It's okay. It's no big deal. I wanted to do something else, but no, that's fine. Here, we'll throw those guys back in there because that's where they belong. We need to make some more ammunition now. And by some more, I mean we need to make any right now. So let's get this started. I'm going to queue it up over here just so that way... I don't know. I just feel like doing it over here. I guess we could do 100. We'll do 100 Magnum ammo for now, and we won't blow through the rest of it. I'm a little concerned about going through too much of it right now. We still have a couple hundred rounds, so let's do another 76 bullet tips. Just, I feel like that's going to be a decent thing to do. Here, we'll throw that in there. And we'll say 76 of those. That'll be perfect. That's the amount of time we need. This is all done with that. This guy's probably all done with those. And you still need some more time in you to continue burning everything down. There you go. Keep on cooking. You're not quite done with the aluminum, but it's pretty close anyway. There we go. Grab all those guys. Forgot to put all the money back on the truck. Minor details. Don't pick my pocket. That would be bad. That'd be really bad. We have a couple generator banks kicking around. Lots of car batteries. We probably need to do some sort of battery bank at some point. That would be a good idea. You are making a bunch of Magnum bullets. I don't know what else we need to do right now specifically over here. I'm going to grab those cobblestone rocks because I can. And then... I should probably have a bunch of that stuff to put in place. We'll do that right there. I want to just go ahead and say, let's queue up a couple of blade traps. I might not have everything on hand. It looks like I do, though. So 10 forged steel. We can do 2 of these guys right now. So we're going to need to queue up some more metal in this one. Which it's almost done with the stones over here. And in fact, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to switch it out. The sooner we get started on it, the sooner we can... eject these things in the form of steel. So some forged steel. What can we do right now? We can do 40 of them. That's fine. We'll end up with more clay in there and more metal soon enough. And then, of course, we will need a bunch more forged iron at some point. So I guess we can let all that stuff cook. Oh, man. Suppose I could go dig a hole in the ground and build out the... Actually, you know what I wanted to do? Hold on, I had a thought here. We need a better shotgun for one. I wanted to just kind of repair a bunch of things too. I'm not going to repair the shotgun. I don't really want to go there just yet. We'll do something like this. How does that get us? 84%. I'm good with that. And we'll just load you up with gas. I don't necessarily want to go crazy with the repair kits right now because we don't have a lot of them. We can make them, of course. We just don't have a lot of them. How are you doing over here, Gyro? You're not bad. I'll give you one repair kit, though, because that should be enough to do it. If not, I figure it's going to get really, really close. And then that's enough to fill you up. Unfortunately, I had to kind of abandon all the work I was putting into this over here. Just because we were getting to the point where, well, kind of had to do stuff for the horde. So why don't we just do a little digging right here just to kind of get this ready. Don't need to do much. I mean, not really. I think at that point we are probably good. So I'm going to go out one more over here. And then we'll kind of get some of these in place. It would be kind of cool at some point to maybe turn this into a proper horde base. I just don't know how realistic that is. That's the only kind of real problem with this. I really wish I could just right-click or shift right-click or something like that to... Really. Grass, I hate you. Thank you. To just put a line of these down at once. That would be great. Kind of like how Empyrean does it, or Space Engineers, or... I don't know. I feel like that's a pretty decent system. It works pretty well. So these ones do have to go. Or at least that one does. So here, let's get rid of that. Perfect. So put that in place. Oh, you know what else I need to do? I need to grab some more rebar ramp frames. So we'll queue some of those up. Sorry, little bird's nest. I mean, technically there's no bird in that, and there hasn't been and won't be. Yada, yada, yada. There you go. I'll repair your dirt right there. All right, here, sure. We can go just run out of these. Whatever. If we run out of them right over here, it's fine. And if we don't, I'm not going to do any more than this. Because I'm going to have to end up digging these out to get them to place. I really don't want to spend a lot of time doing this. Especially because I'm out of gas. Minor details. Well, that's what you get. I'm going to have to make some more gasoline, so let's... I don't know why I'm equipping that. That seems silly. Here, let's do 5 of those guys. That'll be enough for now. Should be good. 3,000 gasoline. We'll be in a pretty decent spot with this stuff, I think. Lots of concrete mix. Can probably just leave a bunch of that, really. Don't really have any use for that much of it. Not realistically at this point. Yeah, let's drop that guy. We're going to drop those off. The Magnum rounds, I am looking forward to using some more of those. Probably need to put some additional mods on that. I'd like to use the AK at some point too, because we have a fair amount of 762. I mean, that's the thing, is we can kind of rotate our ammunition around a little bit right now, and we'll be okay for a while. But that's basically the extent of... Well, here, let's do this. Let's scrap that guy, and scrap that guy. And that gives us a few more shells there, so that's fine. That also frees up a little bit of inventory space. Iron Reinforced Club, you can be scrapped, you don't matter. Scrap that guy. I'm just going to scrap all these guns if I can. I ended up taking one. I did not mean to do that. My bad. I want to scrap them. Alright, that's fine. I'm not going to sweat it. Let's head over to the horde base. Now that it is nice and early in the morning, we can see everything is all good. Look at that U-turn. Didn't even go up on the curb or anything. It's almost like I'm not driving this gigantic truck. It's amazing. Okay. It's looking nice over here. It's pretty morning, I gotta say. I meant to queue up some frames, too. I did not. That's fine. Can we do... Here, let's just do some of these. That's fine. I don't necessarily need a bunch of concrete ones. We can always upgrade if we need to. So here's the real question. If I were to take this blade trap, and I'm fairly certain I remember how these work. Yeah, that's not going to work because of that guy right there. So if I were to put it right here then... Oh boy. Oh boy. I think I can put it right here. Yeah. And that's not too shabby. Now, if I wanted to put it up here, or like right there... The only problem with that is I have a feeling the zombies are going to... That's going to be in their way. So they're going to have a problem with that. And they're going to stop and just punch it. And they're going to make it go away very quickly. That's no good. So I think I'm okay with this. Theoretically, the zombies will indeed punch that, and that's just going to be what happens. There's no real way around this. At least I don't think there is. I'm just trying to come up with a different way to do this. If you didn't have... yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess the alternative is we could try and do something like... I don't think this is going to work right. Because it's going to end up being too tall. You could try to do something like that, but the zombies are all just going to walk right under it, so... For how this particular base is designed, I don't really think there's a better choice than doing something like that. Now, theoretically, what we could do is we could do one right there. So you could do one right here as soon as you walk up, and you can do a second right there. And then, if we go around to this side, maybe we can stagger them? I don't know if we can get away with that. Would that work? Yeah, those blocks are in the way. I had a feeling those guys would be a problem. So no, you cannot stagger them. Which means you can really only get away with one. That is not good. If your goal is to put these whirly machines out, this is not good. I probably need to put a bunch of barbed wire down. I think what we'll do is we'll put barbed wire on the floor, like right here, all over this area. Let me put that away so it's not in the way. And then all over on this area too. I think that would be a good idea. I kind of like the idea maybe too of... there might be enough room that we could get away with putting a bunch of dart traps that just shoot across over here. So it would kind of shoot from this side, going left to right. And that would take out, if it misses whatever's over here, it has a chance of hitting something over there, and you could maybe vice versa it over here. Not really sure what we have for... no, not really. The way that one's set up, that doesn't work at all. Never mind. Never mind. Some of these decisions, they seemed like a good idea at the time. Whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. Is this... I'm just curious now. Is that particular electric fence set up the way it's supposed to be now? Nope. See, I told you, every time this one resets itself. And I think I've even gone as far as destroying that electric fence post, and I've replaced it with a new one. And it does it every time. It's the darndest thing. I don't know what to do with that one. Well, I'm going to say let's commit right now. We're just going to go ahead and commit to our path. So we're going to do something like this. And I was kind of thinking about it. I guess, well... Guess there's really no need to do that. That's, for the most part, that's higher than the zombies are going to be hitting. It should be fine. We'll just let those guys cure. That'll be okay. And then we're going to drop a couple of spinners on them. So we'll put one right there, and we'll put one right there. I mean, this side, that'll do a pretty good chunk of damage on them. And then we can put a couple more over here. We're going to need, obviously, some more steel. And I'm going to have to construct a little thing hanging over the edge for them right here to do that. Probably need to put up some additional plates around these guys. So why don't we just do that right now while we're thinking about it here. I want to get a copy of the rotation, because I think that generally goes a little faster if I do it that way. Not much, but a little bit. Nope, that's right. I forgot. I got to do one to hold it and then one to protect it. And here, let's see if I can just click around. So that's going to be to the back side, high spikes. Oh, you're the good ones too, so you're going to... Did I not? Oh, I did not. 1, 2, 3, 4. That looks fine for that side. Man, it is just miserable over here. I'm wondering if I need to chop a bunch of my trees down. I know they can be a problem for frame rate. I had that thought while I was facing the horde, I think. It's like, maybe I need to get rid of all my trees. Which, we could use the wood, so it wouldn't be the end of the world to get rid of them and replant them in a spot where it's not a big deal if they decide to grow and are kind of a pain for the frame rate. Once again, must place those first. What am I placing here? Flagstone plate. Flagstone plate. Here, let me make a few more of these guys. Just so I can have a nice even number, that's all. And then we're going to go reinforce these guys over here. That really worked out pretty well. I'm honestly pretty pleased with how that went. Like, these guys didn't really take much damage, the ones that were protected. There was the one that got just wrecked, and I think that had more to do with pathing than anything else. Or it could have been a bunch of spitting zombies. I don't know, either way. Click, click, click. Oh, I almost went too far there. I mean, I guess what I could do, too, is if I have the flagstone blocks on hand, or the cobblestone rocks, rather, I should be able to upgrade all of these. So there we go. Pretty sure I did that last time. Don't want to do things one way and then not do it again. That would be kind of silly. This will just give a little more protection, that's all. I suppose if I really wanted protection, I could always just go with something like, I don't know, steel or something along those lines. So I'm going to need a few more of these guys. Here, let's do another 8 of them. And I know, I'm just kind of clicking around because it's going pretty quickly to do it this way, and that's fine. And then we'll upgrade. Part of me wants to add more electric fences in. Not for the damage, even though, yes, they do a little bit of damage. Really just for the slow effect. They are pretty darn good at that, but we could always just throw some water on things too if we really, really need to. Like I said, I kind of don't want to go to the water traps just yet. It'd be funny if the water and electric fences did extra damage or lasted extra long or something, but pretty sure that doesn't work. Here, let's go ahead and upgrade these guys. That looks pretty good right there. I didn't end up doing anything with that one. And then these guys need to be upgraded as well, of course. So overall, I think we've put together a lot of upgrades for today. Done a bunch of repair work on weapons. Well, maybe not a bunch of repair work on weapons, but quite a bit of repair work on vehicles. Lots of upgrades for armor. That's a concrete one, isn't it? Because I ended up somehow accidentally placing that one or something. I don't know what I did with that one. That one's funky. And you're concrete too, so I don't know, whatever. Just upgrade everything. Upgrade all the things. That's really all that matters, right? Pretty sure that's all that matters. Did I run out of flagstone blocks somehow and I just started putting concrete down? I don't even remember doing that if I did. Oh, that must be what I did. I did that. Got it. Okay, cool. Now I understand what's happening. That makes perfect sense. Can I jump on that? I should be able to. So these guys will set. They'll be fine. Oh, hi. You need to be repaired. We'll have these things wired up. They're going to be wired up. I bet what I do then, I'm just thinking this one out loud. We'll run the wiring from here all the way. Let's see, where does that relay go? This relay, we need a second relay because that goes to all sorts of things and doesn't work. So we'll put a second relay up maybe right there. And I'll just put a flagstone block on the bottom of it. So we'll use the top relay, I think is currently set up to go over to that. I think. Where is that connecting to? I'm trying to look for where that runs. I think that does connect over here. So we'll just rewire this whole dumb thing because the way it's set up, it just doesn't work. Maybe this guy, it goes over to this one. Oh, yeah. See, now that I'm looking at this, I know what I've done. My wiring is all messed up. It's... None of this is good. This is all wired very, very poorly. Yeah, I'm going to have to rewire everything. We'll do that tomorrow. So I'm just going to stop looking at this stuff right now because it's going to make me sad if I continue to do it. So I'll catch you on another one. Until then, thanks for watching. See you later.